Isidore Sankara was assassinated. The late President of Burkina Faso was an icon for many young Africans in the 1980s, and he remains a heroic African Che Guevara to some. 7 months after his body was exhumed, an autopsy shows that his body was riddled with bullets.
In the early hours of a night in 1987, one of Africa's youngest leaders, Thomas Sankara, was murdered and quickly buried in a shallow grave. He took over the Upper Volta in a bloody coup in 1983, but his rule was short-lived. 4 years later, he was killed in a coup led by Blaise Compaoré. Permission for an exhumation of his body was denied by his successor, who was ousted in an uprising last year. But that changed when a transitional government came in after street protests. Today, Sankara's policies and vision are still cherished by some locals who were around when he was in power, and significantly by many young people.
Dignity was lacking in us for a long time. Sankara delivered that dignity. He made people proud today. It's hard to forget that. He gave hope in saying we can also do something.
Sankara wanted a thriving Burkina Faso, relying on local human and natural resources, spent foreign aid from institutions such as the IMF and the World Bank.
Sankara always used to say, we need aid that will aid us to get rid of aid. Help Africa help itself.
A determined pan-Africanist whose foreign policies were largely centered on anti-imperialism. Sankara was Africa's most down-to-earth president who lived in a small, modest house and rode a bicycle. Lehana Tsotetsi, SABC News.